Having a big crosshair might be the reason that you're not improving in Valorant and dying all the time. Most of you watching this video probably have a small crosshair because your favorite Valorant streamers have small crosshairs. But what most of you don't know is that there is a reason most Valorant top players use a smaller crosshair. The main reason why Valorant players use a small crosshair is simple: precision. Top players like Shroud used to use a big crosshair when Valorant came out, but recently even he has shifted to a small crosshair. The big reason most players had big crosshairs in the first place when switching to Valorant was because they used similar big crosshairs in CSGO. Which makes sense, right? Why use a different crosshair in a different game that's very similar to CS? Might as well stick to the same crosshair as a CS. Well, why did most players have big crosshairs in CSGO? In CSGO, precision wasn't the most important thing. In fact, it was recoil control which was the most important tip that most pro players would provide more than crosshair placement. In CS, it is very easy to control recoil as each gun has a set pattern which diverges a bit depending on the gun accuracy, as you can see on screen. While in Valorant, there is no set spray pattern for a gun and the bullets go all over the place. It's heavily RNG focused, and I made a video covering this topic, which you can check out in the description in case you want to know more about it. Moving on, only the first 5 or 6 bullets can be controlled confidently in Valorant. While in CS, when you're performing recoil control, if you're a good player, you will feel where your bullets are going and your subconscious will know which direction to pull the mouse to control recoil. At least I used to feel it that way. Like I used to feel each bullet, where it's going to land and where it is landing, due to which I could control my recoil confidently, very confidently. What I am showing on screen are clips of me in 2018 when I used to grind this game a lot and before life hit me in CS. It's just stupid how recoil control is enough for me to win battles in CS. You can see how often I disregard crosshair placement and my recoil control is more than enough to win any 1v1. In Valorant, this is almost impossible because of how RNG recoil patterns really are. I used to rock a big crosshair as well in Valorant when I changed from CS to Valorant, but that had to change after a few weeks of playing when I realized that I cannot rely on spraying in this game. We have to not spray for a long time. It's just simple as that in Valorant. So the reason most people had big crosshair was because precision wasn't a thing in CS as much as it is in Valorant. So you can just play any crosshair you want in CS and you will be fine, at least up to SMFC and global. And no one really cared about smaller precision dot-based crosshairs in CSGO. And as players kept playing the game, they improved over time, both in precision and recoil control, so there was no need to switch their crosshairs from big to small. They were just fine with it. Since Valorant's recoil control is completely RNG after the first few bullets, the best thing to do to win a fight would be to hit the head first and focus on recoil control later. The tip of crosshair placement and recoil have different priorities in Valorant. In this game, crosshair placement and precision is more important than recoil control. And the best way to practice precision would be to have a small crosshair. Having small crosshair and practicing crosshair placement all the time, playing more games, will improve your precision from time to time. And this improvement is a lot more if you play with smaller crosshairs than bigger crosshairs. Smaller crosshairs will make you notice your imperfections when you're flicking, tracking, aiming, etc. a lot more, and subconsciously will help you improve in the game. This game wants you to focus on tap firing, burst firing and pre-firing. You cannot simply stand still or crouch move while spraying like you do in CS. It's a big disadvantage in this game. And the best way to improve at that, get a small crosshair, keep playing to be precise to the head, and don't play for spraying in this game. Hope this video made it clear why Valorant players switched to small crosshairs from big crosshairs, and why you, as a new player or as a player playing the game, should try smaller crosshairs in Valorant. Yeah, I'll see you all next one, and feedbacks in the comments are really appreciated to help me improve. See you next time.